Hello everybody, Navy Vet 76 in the backyard with my Spanish destroyer carbines. One of them I got from Sarco, didn't have the bolt. I bought it and was going to use it for parts, but realized it was in really good shape and kept it and just waited and waited and waited until a bolt came up on Gunbroker and I bought it. And I paid more for the bolt than I paid for the gun. I just wanted to show you a few things before I'm out at the range. You can see they both have the side swivels on them. And as I understand it, and again, don't quote me, I believe these were used by the police. And they are 9mm Bergman or 9mm Largo chambered. However, they also will chamber 38 ACP. They are the round is interchangeable in this gun. And so the first one I got, it actually says 9mm Bergman. And then the other one I got says 38 ACP, but I believe that the 9mm Bergman was removed and this was stamped over it, because I can see faintly what looks like used to be a stamp that was on it previously. I have seen instances where the 9mm Largo also, or Bergman, firearms were stamped with both 9mm Largo and 38 ACP. They're identical other than the manufacturer date, and these have date codes on them, and it's right here. You see the L1. I don't remember right now what date that is, but there is a chart to give you the date code. This one has a decent destroyer crest on it. And they have the ladder sight, and they also have adjustable for windage front sights. The bolt works similar to a Mauser, but not exactly like a Mauser. They are magazine fed. And the one thing that you'll find about these is the magazine release. To put a magazine in, you have to pull the release. To take the magazine out, obviously you have to depress the release. Now this one, I don't know what the date stamp is, and I don't remember. I think it's C something. Come on, come into focus. J1, and you'll see the crest is not as pronounced as it is on the other one. And they're in really good shape. They're fun to shoot. I think the maximum distance on these is about 50 yards, and that's not with any great accuracy. And at 25 yards, they're pretty good. And obviously, like any firearm, the closer you get, especially with a rifle, the more accurate they become. And I just wanted to show you this. This one's a little sticky because I tried to put linseed oil on it, but there's a coating on top of it, and it really didn't soak in. So these are pretty much as I got them, except for the one that got the new bolt on. I will tell you though, one of these, this thing right here, this part will spin. This is it right here. And this one stays locked in place. But this one, for some reason, wants to spin. And when it does, I've had it cause a bolt to stick, get caught, because this is out of alignment. So that's something I've got to look into. There's probably a detent that needs worked on. But let's go out to the range and we'll start at 50 yards. Well, again, this is 9mm Largo ammo. This is surplus ammunition. And this is dated October 13th, 1977. And this box is October 14th, 1977. There is some signs of mild corrosion, but most of these will show. Some might be a little delayed. My experience with this has been pretty good, except that it's dirty. It's very dirty ammo. And I should have brought my magazine loader, got it out. But it works. I can't use it in my pistol because it just gums up the pistol. Excuse me, I'm going to get my magazine loader. So I stopped using it in the pistol. I had to take it to the gunsmith to get cleaned up and working again. So I'm not in any hurry to do that. Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 rounds in there. Now the other thing is this magazine, it won't just slip in. You gotta do the magazine release to use this. Now I do have a silhouette target set up today, and I have a regular target set at center mass, so I can actually see where I'm aiming at 50 yards. My experience has been this rifle does not do well at all at 50 yards. And here's the safety, and it's just like the Mauser, as you can see. And it works just like the Mauser when it works. I've got a round that's half stuck in there. And I'm going to bring my pocket knife, trusty old pocket knife. So I need something to push that round up into the chamber, get it out of the magazine. And there's another one. Okay. Now, all the technicalities and issues aside, let's see what happens at 50 yards. Trigger pull is really smooth on this, but doesn't feed very well. The ammo is Berdan primed. It's worthless to reload. The cases are just cases. And the surplus ammunition is kind of
1
expensive.
minute to ceasefire, 1 minute to ceasefire.
And we're clear. So we're going to ceasefire in 1 minute. So I'm going to pause the camera and go down range. Okay, so we're going to go down range, and I'll show you what I did with those 5 shots. I don't know if you can see it from here, but I have a silhouette target up. As you know, I normally don't shoot silhouette, but I wanted to show you how the Spanish destroyer shoots at 50 yards and if in fact there would be any fatal shots. Now I have the ladder sight all the way down, and I guess you call it battle sights, and my point of aim was here, and you can see I've got one there, maybe two there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to bring the ladder sight up a little bit. We'll shoot some more, and I'll show you. See, that's pretty much my experience with the grouping with the Spanish destroyer at 50 yards. This gun really, I don't think, was made for 50 yards, and it's probably the maximum distance you could shoot to stop somebody, and then I'm just making a lot of assumptions. So I'm going to go back up there and I'll shoot some more. I didn't show you the ladder sight. I showed you everything else. Kind of skipped the ladder sight, but I can't really touch it till after the break. I have had people comment that you shouldn't be handling the firearm when the brake is on. Well, what you don't see is, and most of the time, I have shut the camera off during the break, and you don't actually see that time lapse between when I shut it off and when I turn it back on. So one of the features of this GoPro is you can have an independent screen.
Alright, all shooters are back down range. You may go forward now. You can load fire.
So that it's on top of the camera so I can see what's going on, but unfortunately it drains pretty quick. Now I don't think, this is so dark, I don't think you can see it. So I'll do that on my phone so you can see what's going on. Okay. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can get 6 rounds in there. So now the battle sight, I can flip that up and I can bring it up a little bit if it's not stuck. All right, there we go. Now it's got it up way too high. All right, we'll try it right there. Again, be forceful with the bolt because they do not go smoothly into the chamber, at least on this rifle they don't. So now I've got the ladder sight up a little bit. I'm going to shoot at the same spot. I don't know if a round went in that time or not. It doesn't look like it. Nope, didn't go in. not smooth at all. Man, I wouldn't want to be a policeman carrying this gun. It sure as heck is not. The magazine is a pain. It's not smooth. The chambering around is a little difficult. And, you know, to be fair, it could just be this gun. But as I recall, my other rifle, I had the same problem. And also the bolt on my other rifle, this back piece here wants to swing. And when it does, you can get the bolt stuck. This one, not so much. I did have to adjust the firing pin on these, and what I found out was it appears that it was staked to the threads, and I had to heat it to get it to spin, and finally was able to lengthen my firing pin. So I'm going to look in my scope. I want to see I honestly cannot see where those hit. Okay, there's the ones on the bottom. Yep, really high now. So the ladder sight was set just a little high. And I didn't move it a lot, so maybe I just need to leave it down and see how that does. So I have 3 left out of this box. And I'm going to open a new box. I should take 3 more. So I've adjusted the ladder sight. Again, this will not go in unless you hold the magazine release. Alright, so those shots were really high. You can see here they said 1 minute to cease fire. Okay, that was 6. And I'm going to pause the camera, go down range, and check it out. Okay. So, I'm going to head down there again. And then from here, we're going to go to the 25-yard line. And we'll see how much of a difference 25 yards makes between the 50 yards and then we'll go to pistol range, the 25-yard line. Okay, So, my first ones were down here, as you can see, as you recall. My next ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's another one over there. And then my last ones were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're pretty much center mass, and not a really good group, but that would be enough to stop somebody at 50 yards. Again, I'm saying 50 yards is probably a maximum with very little accuracy. Okay, we are set up at 25 yards, and I am recording with both my GoPro and my phone, and see how it does. So again, it's a 6-round magazine, 25 yards. Okay. So this is really uncomfortable. The extractor works, but the ejector again, these could be just this firearm. Got to be aggressive with it. There we go. And it started to feed another one. So now I'll have to hold it down. There we go. We'll say, since it is a pistol caliber, the ranges around here allow me to shoot at the indoor range. In the wintertime, it's nasty out here. That's always an option. And that's 6. And I don't have any idea where we hit. So what I'm going to do is grab the scope and see where I hit. Now it's sighted, it's dialed in for 50 yards. So now I got to find it. I lost it. Okay. All right. So get this thing to quit wobbling. Nothing hit the target. Looks like they're shooting low and right. So try again. So low and right. I can adjust that front sight a little bit. I always keep a piece of aluminum with me, as these older rifles have their windage on the top. Alright, I probably overcompensated, but there's a little dovetail here, and you just tap left or right to adjust your windage. So now then, try again. We know it's shooting low. Try bringing the ladder sight up. Leave it at the lowest setting. See if that improves it at all. Okay, ladder sight up. There we go. Okay. And the last one. All right. I can see from here that we're on the paper, so I guess my adjustment was okay. I've got 8 rounds in this box of ammo left. I'm gonna shoot the surplus stuff on. Don't have any more. I'll just start reloading the 38 ACP. I wish this brass was reloadable, but it's not. And I don't want to mess with Berdan primers. So again, you got to pull the magazine release back, because it does not want to Okay, and you probably heard, got a ceasefire coming up. So I'll pause the camera.
Ceasefire this time in Fahrenheit. Please make the line safe. Drop fire down. Your actions open. Exits are out. Safety chamber flags are in. Now please step back on the yellow line. All right, everybody back down our, go ahead and go down range now, check the change target, see what I'm doing. Take care.
All right, so it's break time, and with the phone I cannot reverse the camera while it's recording. I don't know why, but I'll just turn it around. So you can see this was my last grouping. That was my first one. They're all over there. Some of them probably went under. And then I readjusted the sight, lifted up the ladder sight at the lowest setting, and there we are. As you can see, at 25 yards you get a better grouping. So 50 yards I would say is about max, and grouping sucks, and it improves, as obviously with any firearm usually, it improves as you get closer. So 25 yards, not bad. That's definitely going to stop somebody. All right, I have started the GoPro. Now I'm going to the regular camera. And I have to rotate there and record. So I'm trying another method of recording, so I'm doing both at the same time. I have more magazines. The magazines for the Spanish Destroyer are really easy to find, but I'm okay just using one. And that must be 6. I didn't count. Pull out the flag. Magazine release open. So I'm seeing what it is it doesn't want to just smoothly feed up into the bolt. So if I back it off a little bit, then it clicks up into the bolt face, and then I can bring the bolt forward. So the feed problem seems to be, it may be a number of things, but I noticed that is one of them. So now again, here's the safety on this. If I get the flag up just like a Mauser, it'll come out. If I bring the flag all the way to the right, it still comes out. So I thought it would actually lock the bolt, but it didn't. So I don't know what that's all about, but it is what it is. Okay, so using just a little bit of Kentucky windage and elevation. What I need is glasses where my right lens is just plain glass. Honestly, I can't tell you where those went. I know they're on the paper, but I can't really tell you. They're probably in that you saw before. Tried to aim just a little bit lower, a little bit to the left, thinking I'd be more on the bullseye, and I can see there are some right on the outer edge of the bullseye. These are a neat little gun with other issues, as you can see there. Okay. I don't know if you're watching that bullet when it chambers, but you'll see I have to back off just a little bit. Now watch. Now watch it. It's stuck right there. Got the bolt off, and then it chambers. I'm punching holes. And that's it. Got one here. Let's see if we can just chamber that. All right. I'm gonna pause the cameras and go to my phone because I have a remote for the GoPro. And I'm not even sure if the GoPro recorded. I'm only seeing 5 seconds on the GoPro. So maybe I'll just shut the GoPro off. No, it says 7 minutes. Well, that's all for the 9mm Largo Spanish Destroyer carbine. And I'm going to move on. And I hope that between my phone and my GoPro, I can edit this to where it goes smoothly. We'll see. See you in the next video. Okay. So I'm going to stop with the Destroyer carbine and show you where we're at. So I got a bunch of them up here. So something changed. But there you have it. Not much I can say about it. That's the Spanish Destroyer at 25 yards shooting 9mm Largo. See you in the next video.